Welcome to Beyond the Diet. This is your space to transform your relationship with weight, food, and the changes that come with each stage of your life, so you move through womanhood embodying your feminine strength and radiance. Led by me, Audrey,
and me, Christina, we are your weight, wellness, and women's health guides and coaches. This channel gives you practical tips, holistic practices, and transformational insights to help you release that stubborn weight naturally and easily,
improve your digestion and metabolism,
balance your hormones,
implement holistic practices for stress relief, energy, women's health and balance.
And we ultimately help you step into your power as the vibrant, unstoppable woman you were always meant to be.
Join us to learn about listening to your body, eating with awareness, and living in a way that supports your unique stage of womanhood.
Every week you'll find empowering videos on weight loss, women's health, yoga, Ayurveda, and the lifestyle shifts that are designed to help you feel at home in your body again.
This is your invitation to step into womanhood differently. This is Yoga to Transform.
Hi.
Hello, welcome along. What are we going to talk about today?
Well, I thought given we've got a back pain course that we'd actually talk about back pain.
Okay.
I know, which is not really something you'd kind of go back pain, think for back pain. Do they go together? I'm sure we can make it work.
Yeah, I think so. Because, there's ways around back pain, aren't there?
There's heaps of ways around back pain, and it's interesting for me, as we've been kind of working through this process of creating this course for back pain, and just so you know, our courses are much more than yoga. So we actually kind of give you a whole lot of other tips from our research around what are the contributing factors to whatever it is that we're working to transform.
Sort of coaching, and we've what's that? We've curated, we've gathered together the best things that we can find to match the issue that you might have using yoga and these tips and ideas.
Yeah. And I guess there's the tips keep coming while you're doing the course, but you get to pick from those tips. Like this one feels right for me to try right now, so I'm going to use it. And then maybe in 3 months' time, you'll remember that actually there was that tip. And I didn't give it a go at the time, but now I'm going to. That's how they've been designed.
Yeah. And again, we'd love your feedback on how you feel that's going. And, we'd really like to support you in your journey. So back pain's a bit of an issue though, and probably you've tuned in because of back pain, or maybe just Thankful Thursday, but it is a bit of an issue in the world, isn't it?
It's a massive issue. In terms of it costs our economies in terms of productivity billions of dollars every year in lost time and lost effort, and people who are actually just not able to work because of this chronic back pain that they have. And so basically about 80% of the population at some point in their life will be touched by back pain. I know.
Wow.
I know. So if you go to the doctor, one of the top 5 reasons, and it depends on which piece of research you're reading, it's either the number 2 reason or the number 5, or any number between 2 and 5 for people visiting the doctor around the world.
Wow.
Insane, isn't it? In terms of, but there's so much that we can do to actually prevent the need to even be going to see the doctor because of the back pain.
And I think we're talking about something, I don't think I've experienced that kind of back pain. So I've had the kind of back pain where you have a big day in the garden, or you decide to paint your house, or something that you haven't actually been doing. And so all of a sudden you're using your body in a new way for a few days or one day. And then the next day you kind of can't get out of bed and you are in pain. But really, once you do roll out of bed and maybe crawl around on the floor and get going, and maybe take some pain medication, for a couple of, over a couple of days or something, then you're fine. So that's not really the back pain that we're talking about, is it?
No, it's not, because that's kind of, I guess, normal everyday life kind of back pain. It's the back pain that continues. And I know because after having the children, I ended up with, it was never diagnosed because I actually never went to the doctor. So, which made me think, interestingly enough, so self-diagnosed, thank you, MedMD. My favorite doctor.
Nothing like being online. Yeah,
Although
go
I
on.
must admit, I do love my doctor. She's beautiful. So my second favorite doctor after Penny. But
Uh.
now I'm distracted. Now,
Your children.
so I didn't go to the doctor. So, which made me think then, like, so 80% of people are going to have back pain. It's not one of the number one reasons you go to the doctor. And I had like the sciatica, whereby actually it referred all the way down my leg. It hurt to walk, and I had it because silly me thought that carrying children on one hip was a wise move. So you get out of place and displaced. And I just obviously used yoga to kind of get it back into place once I learned about yoga therapeutics and also the alignment principles of yoga that can really help. And also figured out that I should probably carry my children at the front versus on my right hip. So I didn't go to the doctor. So there's probably a whole lot of people,
right, who are not part of these statistics, really.
Absolutely.
Because they're just suffering with back pain anyway.
They're just getting through life. And I guess the key point is that if you have back pain for more than 6 weeks,
right,
it's considered chronic. It's considered.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
6 weeks. Okay.
It's not even that long, right?
No.
Most back pain kind of resolves itself within 3 months.
Okay.
So
halfway through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's when they start kind of thinking about other interventions. Whereas I think you can heal your back and you can also prevent your back from going back into, because one of the things that
going back into pain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the likelihood you've created a pain pathway now. Like if you've had back pain previously, then the likelihood of you having back pain again starts to increase because you've created this muscle memory because the pain is remembered in the brain.
Okay. So my thinking around that means that you feel this sensation. All right. So we won't call it pain at the minute. We'll call it, you feel this sensation somewhere and you think,
yeah.
You think, I've already said it, haven't I?
Yeah.
Your brain automatically switches on and says, oh, that's your back pain.
Yes, yes. And you know what? Most back pain, they can't actually find the specific cause of the pain. So
it really is a lot of thinking in your brain.
Yeah, yeah. And because pain's a signal that something's not quite right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really,
yeah, that's right.
Warning,
Yeah.
don't lean over a little any further. But so it's a signal that something's not quite right. But the pain when you experience physical pain in your brain, the same region lights up as if you're experiencing emotional pain.
No way.
Yes, babe.
Are you sure?
I am sure. I am sure.
That's amazing.
I know.
So actually, heartfelt pain and your back pain is still going to the same spot in your head, in your brain.
Yeah, your brain is registering it in the same place.
Right.
Right? Because it's a warning, right? So, which brings us to psychosocial.
Yeah.
Contributing, because a lot of back pain, it's non-specific. They can never find the cause. And even getting your MRIs and your x-rays and stuff like that to say, well, what's going on? Or you've got a herniated disc or something's not quite lined up, like my hip's actually twisted. 50% of humans who do not have pain have herniated discs or a little bit of a twist and stuff like that.
But they don't experience the pain?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's not actually that the disc is the cause of the pain. It's just non-specific pain.
Non-specific pain. Wow.
Crazy, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm really heading towards where can we be thankful in all this? Thankful Thursday. We've kind of dived deep into how back pain is just such a problem for people. So
yeah,
how can we work our way through it, I suppose, is the thing.
Yeah, we'll pull ourselves out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if we look at the course that we created.
Yeah.
So at the end, the course it's a 4-week program. So the course that we created, we start with softening, right? That's the first week. The focus is on soften to release the pain. And in that first week, we talk about the physical softening. We talk about the mental and emotional softening.
Right.
And then we get into cultivate your core strength.
Okay. Now, we talk a lot about core. So does that mean I need to get, a 6-pack and be super strong like this,
Actually, no.
Oh,
I know. 6-pack.
I don't. That's good though, really.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
exactly. 6-pack not required.
Okay.
And in fact, like people who have the 6-pack's your rectus abdominis, right? So that's from the ribs down to the front
And
of
that's
the
the name of the
pelvis.
muscles you just
Yes,
said, wasn't it?
exactly. Yeah, yeah. And so they look good when you don't have anything covering them and all of that stuff. But in terms of providing core stabilization, we actually need the obliques and the transverse abdominis getting engaged more.
Okay, and I understand that because that's underneath, isn't it? That's actually what's going around your spine.
Yes, and they create a nice loving corset.
A loving
A
corset.
loving corset. Yeah. So our body, every joint in the body has its own core stability system, right?
Mm.
And so this area here, the core stability system is the 3 groups of muscles that create the abs. Then there's the pelvic floor. Then there's the erector spinae up the back, which are the long kind of muscles going up the back. And then you have your diaphragm sitting over top.
Mm-hmm. So you do need to be breathing. It just makes me think about breathing, doesn't it? Because actually your breath, as you take a deep breath, you're actually massaging in through there, aren't you? Releasing and strengthening, releasing and tightening, aren't you?
That is the core crunch exercises you need to be doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Breathe.
Because like if you place your hands on your just so you can touch the rib and you can touch your belly, right? So we want to be moving and cultivate, because here's what happens is that our strong muscles kick in and move us,
Mm-hmm.
and then we've got these weaker muscles underneath, which are the stabilization muscles that don't, right? So you've got to be thankful for all of your muscles. That's one thing to be grateful for.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah.
Check that one off.
Tick. Woohoo! Thankful for my muscles.
Rightio.
And I'm not talking these ones.
We're talking inside if we can't see.
Yes, we're talking the deep internal muscles, because what we teach in our yoga philosophy and the tradition that we've grown up in is that we have to be strong on the inside and soft on the outside, which if you think about week 1 is all about cultivating softness on the outside, and then week 2 is all about internal
strength. Yeah. And then we move on to mobility. So actually moving around with that stuff going on, being soft and strong and moving.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Because mobility is, and we have to get back to the core exercise zone, but mobility is lotion. Motion is lotion for your back, right?
Yeah.
So, and unfortunately what happens is adults we're both sitting down, right?
I know.
How many hours a day are people sitting down? And what happens when you're sitting down is you are like shortening your hamstrings and your hip flexors, you're strengthening your quads, and how many chairs are designed?
I know, it makes you fall forward, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Knee forward.
Everything, and then this all gets weak because it's not supporting us. And I remember when I first started yoga, oh my gosh, I could not sit up properly comfortably.
Wow.
My internal core strength, talking about the core we just described, not the ones, the other parts, but just I did not have any.
Right.
Yeah.
And so so we'll skip back now. So what was the exercise we were just going to talk about?
Yeah, so the breathing exercise helps us with cultivating the deep internal core strength. So place your hands so that your thumb can touch your ribs, and then you can feel your belly. So the first thing you do is just breathe in, big deep inhale. And you'll feel your ribs and your belly expand, right? Now exhale. And then inhale. You just did a stomach crunch.
Oh, yay! Yay!
We love those type of stomach crunches.
We do.
Oh my
Let's
God.
be thankful.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. Stomach crunches.
But in terms of, in yoga we have the breath of fire, right? Where you actually
That's right. And actually, I was just going to say, when I first started doing yoga, I really even couldn't make my belly work when I was breathing because I was a chest breather. I was breathing up into here and into my shoulders. So actually, the idea of making my belly expand and contract
yeah.
was something absolutely brand new and probably took me 6 or 8 months to get used to.
Yeah. So imagine if you just took stopped 3 times a day, maybe 4 times a day, and breathed in like that, like 10 times, right? Inhale, exhale, crunch one, inhale. You can stand at the microwave while food's cooking for a minute, right?
Yeah, and then 2.
Yeah, there you go.
3.
Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah, in the supermarket, in the
Yeah.
queue.
Yeah.
You can do it sitting down, so you could do it while you're driving if you remembered.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just this drawing in, or if you wanted to get into the breath of fire as well, which I just showed you, where you actually are breathing out your nose, and it's a lot. It's a
fierce, that one,
it's
isn't
a
it?
fierce one. Like you actually are actively pulling in the lower belly, towards the spine, and you're actually also helping get your digestive system
working. That's right.
as well. So
Yeah.
it's like a double whammy.
Yeah, kind of massaging, doing your own internal massage for your belly organs, aren't you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we skipped in. So we got soften on the outside, count with me.
Yeah.
Strengthen on the inside.
Yeah.
Move around.
Yes.
Mobility.
Very important to move
And
around.
And then the 4th week for the course will be
Increasing movement and doing bigger movements. And it's important in terms of also variety of movement.
okay.
Yeah, because again, as adults, we get really good at things. And then as a child, I don't know about you, but I did cartwheels, I did handstands, I would do the monkey bars, and
Yeah, just everywhere.
roll down hills on my side and jump on my bike, go swimming.
Yeah. We narrow that down, don't we, into a little funnel of we walk around maybe, we go to the gym maybe,
Yeah.
and we sit around quite a lot.
Yeah, and we do the same movements.
Yeah.
Same movements. And the beauty about the yoga practice is that the research around back pain is that the people who end up experiencing back pain are the ones who tend to be using their big, strong muscles, right?
Okay.
So when you come into a yoga pose, because we ask you to hold your arms like this, we ask you to hold your arms like this, bend your knees.
I'm thinking about chairs.
Chair poses.
Standing up, yeah. Yes. Yeah.
But we also ask you to stay there for a while. So we have the big muscles that are like fast twitch muscles, which means that they prepare you to run. Your quads and your glutes and that you will run fast.
Right. So that's the old brain, saber-toothed tiger, got to run away,
Yeah.
be safe. Yeah.
And then we put you in a yoga pose where your body could be in any variety of position because
And twist as
yeah,
well.
exactly. And then we ask you to hold it.
Yeah.
Sometimes for 3 breaths, sometimes for 3 minutes. If your teacher talks too much, maybe even longer.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want a long story for those
No,
ones.
exactly. But that's where we move into these, what we call the slow twitch fibers, where they are the deep internal stabilization system. So, you're building that internal strength and training your muscles, the smaller, weaker muscles, to get strong.
They're only weaker because we haven't been using them, though, aren't they?
Exactly.
I mean, they have the same strength. They could have the same strength. It's just that we haven't been practicing
Exactly.
with them. Right.
And so if you can kind of create a regular practice around creating deep internal strength, not stomach crunches, not planks. There's scientific research that actually says that stuff does not help prevent back pain, right? It's the slower, gentler internal core work. Yeah.
And if we do your stomach crunches with the breathing,
Yeah.
sorted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can do it while
With
you're
a big dose of self-love, because we all fall off the wagon now and again and stuff happens in our lives, doesn't it? So,
Yeah.
but if we know that we've got some things that we can come back to each time and that we know that yes, I will soften on the outside, strong on the inside, move, and then a variety of movement.
Yeah.
Those things will help keep us,
Yes.
well, have a healthy back anyway, and help relieve back pain.
Exactly. And short hamstrings, like the legs are definitely the governor of the back. So when we introduce mobility in week 3, we're introducing mobility to help get your legs back, your legs and your back into what we call optimal alignment, to take away some of the pressure, because sometimes the way that we stand and sit like pulls us out of alignment and creates the pain and the tension. Yeah. And I noticed, like, uh, so I introduce, like, I get a regular massage. It's part of my well-being routine. And the other day I was like going, well, it's a bit like there's something going on. So I just was like doing self-massage here. So we have this muscle called the psoas, which is hugely important in the stabilization. And we really focus on softening the psoas, because that does create a lot of pain in our system in this course. And so I was massaging, because the pain was on the right side, and it was quite interesting for me to notice that it hurt.
Oh,
I
okay.
wasn't registering, but when I massaged it, I was like,
Oh.
that actually kind of, there's pain there.
Yeah.
And then I did 2 days of self massage, and it's not painful anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's another component then, isn't it? Your actual whole well-being,
Yes.
that you need to be getting good sleep.
Yes, you do.
Oh, I know. Stop smoking. If you are a smoker, it would be really beneficial
Mm-hmm.
for your back pain
Mm-hmm.
to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is a real negative for recovery.
Yeah.
What do we do? Reduce stress.
Yes.
Eat well.
Yes. And even supplement. Yeah. Like, because you might not be getting all the nutrients that you need through your food. So magnesium's a great supplement to be taking. There's a whole lot of other great supplements. Maybe even talking to your doctor about vitamin D and calcium to support the bone strength, depending on where you're getting in terms of your age.
Yeah. So definitely go to your doctor and have a good chat about it, because you don't just want more drugs,
No.
to mask the pain.
No.
Yeah.
And actually, the scary thing when I was doing all my research is that uh, we are prescribing prescription opioids to help people with their back pain, which means you get through the day. So you've got that, let me give you the Band-Aid. And it's fine for a short period of time, but actually these people are getting addicted to the
Right.
prescription drugs.
Yeah.
And they're becoming a pathway drug to other harder drugs. And now the leading cause of death in North America is overdose from opioids.
That have come from a prescription.
Yeah. So I would rather take some vitamin D and some magnesium. Or massage, because you can just massage magnesium or arnica onto your back where the pain is as well, to help soften the area, versus risk getting addicted and ending it. And there's some really good movies, I can't think of any, but where people have told the story of family members who have become addicted and from a lower back pain injury where the doctor prescribed an opioid to help deal with the pain.
Wow. Maybe we can put something in the comments. Actually, you guys could put something in the comments if you know a little bit about some of those as well. In fact, we love to hear about your experience, because we're always learning. We're great learners here.
Yes.
Thankful we are for you and for learning.
Yes, exactly. And I guess that, like, if you really think about it, there's the psychosocial thing around, like, the pain, like the physical pain versus the emotional pain. They register in the same part of the body, in the brain. Like, if you can introduce this practice of gratitude, then it can help manage your pain. And I think we've spoken previously about people who have transformed their experience of pain in their bodies through daily gratitude practice, through
being thankful for the things that they do have. You know, if you focus on the bad, that's what you'll see.
Yeah.
But we know, and that's why we think that Thankful Thursdays are awesome, and hope you do too, is that if you focus on the good, whether it be that your eyelashes don't hurt, which is one of the stories from last time, hope you've seen that one too, or that the sun has come up, or there's fresh water in your tap that you can drink.
Or that you don't have to do massive stomach crunches anymore.
I'll have a six-pack of abs out, shining in the world. You can have those as well, of course.
They do look good.
Yeah, not today.
Yeah, exactly. Like, but there's probably other things in life I would prefer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know, I suppose that's really why we just so love doing Thankful Thursday, because whatever we're talking about, whether it be like today, back pain, that there are always positives and always things to be thankful for. You know, maybe you've tried and done, you know, 5 of those belly strengthening breaths today. Well, do 5 more while you're sitting here, and then that's 10.
And if you do have a job that involves sitting at a desk and not a lot of movement, then every 20 minutes, just stand up and move your body, you know, go for a walk, maybe get another cup of tea. Your boss might start with maybe 20 minutes cup of tea, 20 minutes toilet, whatever it might be.
You probably need it.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
That routine. Yeah.
But getting the movement happening so that your body's not, because your muscles are strengthening and lengthening or contracting based on
the movement that you do.
Yes.
And so if you're not moving, we've got tightening and strengthening going on, and then all of a sudden you're looking around like this.
Exactly. Yeah. And then you've got to undo all of that.
Yeah. Improve your well-being and be grateful.
Yes.
Have a great day. Namaste.